Hello! In this Koieconsult video, I will show you some tips and tricks on what to bring to a Koiectrip. The cabins are often a long walk, so I need to have something which is comfortable to carry in. So I use my big backpack for that purpose. In my backpack there is a few things that I always have. I have my multi-tool, I have a spare battery for the fire smoke detector, the first aid kit I use for my trip. I used to have it in the top, easy accessible. The sleeping bag, so I can use in the night and in case of trouble. In the winter, especially in the winter time, it is wise to bring a windsack or something as a bag that you can hide in case you are get ill during the trip. So you can have this around your back, your sleeping bag. But if you are together with other people, not everyone needs to bring this. I often used to bring some dry wood from home because this wood is much easier to light the fire with than the wet wood at the cabins. This is heavy, so I put it down in the backpack. On the cabins there is a small stove that is driven by gas, but you need to bring the gas yourself. So I bring this gas box of butane gas with these threads connecting to the stove at the cabin. And I also used to bring some beer and some liquor, but that's not the most important thing. That's just to have a nice trip. Not too much, of course. More important is that you bring some good clothes. Here I use my woolen clothes. They're very important. Even in summertime, it might be cold outside in the cabins. And I used to put them in a waterproof bag. So in case you go through a river or something like that and your backpack gets wet, these clothes are dry still. And some spare clothes, of course. And just for fun, I use, of course, my Koiene clothes. I close the bag so the water doesn't come in. I always have my slippers hanging on outside the backpack, so they are ready when I come to the cabin. And it's wise to bring some water for the trip, but on the cabins you can find water. And there's always rain in Trøndelag, rainy weather, so I put on my waterproof clothes. Nice to have some toilet paper and some antibacterial gel. Yes. The things with the brush for my teeth, and I often bring my own cutlery in this box. It makes it easier, so I don't need to take so much dishwashing at the cabin. Very important for a good trip is to bring the camera for taking nice photos of the nature and the cabin and my friends. Yes, on this particular trip I'm going together with some Koie board members to take some measurements for a dugnad, and then I need also to bring a measurement stick and some paper to write down the measures. But that's not necessary on every trip. For comfort inside the cabins, because the cabins are very dark, then I need a light strip and a battery pack, as I mentioned in one of my earlier videos. Very nice for lighting up the cabin. There is still a few important things I forgot to mention. You need to remember the cabin key that you can pick up at Academica. Don't forget to bring that. And you should have a headlamp. And of course you need a map with the map. I have pre-installed the map in the map. And you also need some food, some bread for example, and something to put on. Maybe dinner in addition. And some chocolate is also very nice. And a few times a year it's sun in Trondheim, so you need to bring the sun cream sometimes. And I put the pillow on the top. And some nice gloves to take the dishwashing. I forgot to mention that yes, the cabins are of course cold when you arrive, but there is no electricity there, so it's no point of bringing your electric heating oven there. You can let it stay at home. So to make things easier from cabin trip to cabin trip, I have written down what I need to bring on this list, so I can easily check that I have remembered the important things. When I go to the cabins, I used to have some nice boots, waterproof boots, because there's often wetland, marshland on the way to the cabin. So have a nice trip.